Hello traders and welcome to PL Capital's market review. Today is Thursday, December 29th. It's 5 p.m. Central Time and I want to look at the dollar, the euro, S&P, Nasdaq, oil, and natural gas. So let's get started. All right, 2-hour chart of the US dollar index, and we are just still stuck in this range. Now we're kind of getting close to the bottom today, but it still just looks like they're just consolidating here, correcting. I still think it's got to come up one more time to finish a Y wave, and then potentially it would start to come down. They could make a more complex correction, but that's what I'm seeing, and it looks more apparent to me when I look at the euro. So in the euro, I see like a W, X, and a Y, and now we've got this like three-wave move up for an X. So I'm expecting the euro to actually come down for the Z wave, which then means the dollar will go up, break that top, give you the Y wave, and then it'd be in position to come back and break that low one more time. And then when the euro finishes this Z wave, then it would go back up and break this top. So, like I said, this is just super corrective in a very small range, and I think they're just gonna, maybe a quick shot down and then one more push back up, and it'll be just a matter of how high do they want to go. So that's what I'm seeing. Just you can't get any kind of impulsive move downwards. So looks corrective for one more up, and the dollar is just going to be doing the opposite. So not a whole lot of action will be happening for a while here, just kind of up and then down, and then I think that'll be all the correction for the dollar. Looking at this is the futures contract for the S&P, and big update today. So I still see this as a 1, 2, 3, and I definitely got three waves up here. So this obviously doesn't look like it's gonna come and break the low, although it could be kind of an ugly ugly pattern. It's gonna trick a lot of people. But you got your 1, 2, 3, and then down in here, they were making a whole bunch of corrections, and then it just shot up. So you could have like a little 1, 2, 3, and it gets everyone looking like, yeah, it's going up, and then it's just going to continue down. And so this is going to be this would be a leading diagonal, because this whole move down would be 1, and this will be 2, and then they'll be creating a leading diagonal for 3. So that's what I see. I see more down. I don't see them coming and breaking this top. Of course, tomorrow that's what they'll do. But it makes more sense to me that they're just coming back down here. And when we look at the Nasdaq, that's why I'm leaning more towards that, because on the Nasdaq, we've got this 1, 2, 3 for 1, and then 3 waves up for 2, and then we had 3 waves down for 3. So the only thing I could see is this is 3 waves up for 4, and then they're coming back down for 5. And the other option is that this is all just a big running flat. So we've got this going on. And I could see that too. So this is all a leading diagonal down. This is your A wave. This is a 1, 2, 3 correction for the B wave. And this is just very strong move up for the C wave. So, in the end, then this will be 1, 2, and it'll come and break this low for 3. So to me, the Nasdaq looks like they're going to drop it starting now. I mean, they might come up one more time just to break that top, but you need this is the C wave, of the correction, so it's got to be an impulse. So, if they do come back up to break that top of, what is that, like 11,071, and where are we at 32, 1132. So, it's not going to be a big up move, because this would have to be like the fourth wave, and then they're going up for the fifth wave if they're not already done. So either way, even if they do come up and break this top, I think it's just going to be a quick flash up, and then like starting tomorrow, it's just going to be unwinding what they did today, and they're coming down for the third wave. So that's why when I look at this, I can't see any way that, unless this is somehow, this was a leading diagonal and it ended here, like this was 1, 2, 3, and then there's, I don't know, this is so impulsive that it only looks like a 1, 2, 3, so that's why I got this as a third. So, unless this whole thing was a diagonal, and now they're correcting this whole thing, but to me, I really look at this as a running flat. And so if the Nasdaq is going to go down, obviously then the S&P is going to go down. So that's why I almost don't see them coming to break this top of 3,900. So this will be 1, this will be 2, and then they're creating some big diagonal here. So I'm only looking for downside on these two markets right now. And I'm having a hard time finding a bullish case. And even if it does come up and break it, I think they're just going to come right back down. Let's look at oil. This is the futures contract. So they came down into this zone early this morning and bounced hard from it, and then it got a little choppy. Inventory numbers came out, but I still see this. I'm going to zoom out to the 4-hour. I still see this as, we got our big 5-wave diagonal, and we do have 3 waves now. So we got 1, 2, and a 3. It's just a matter of, is that all the correction? But I still see them coming up into this zone. So 82 to, what is that? They could come all the way up to 90. But I think more down here, so 82-ish. Actually, as soon as they break this top, if you're going to go long, I'd be having a short leash on that trade, because I think once they break 81.18 at any point, then I think they're going to be coming back down. So that's what I'm looking for on oil. Natural gas. All right, so yesterday, where were we yesterday at this time? We were Wednesday, right about in here. So they had shot it down, and then they brought it back up, only to send it back down today. So even with a bullish inventory report, it just goes to show that the inventory reports, they're not meaningless, but it's not what drives this market or any market. It's obviously the market makers know what, most of them are going to be knowing what's coming out. So they like to play their games and know that a bullish report is going to get a lot of buying interest, and so then they send it back down to break the low one more time. So that's what they did today. So now it looks like they didn't complete the third wave yet. So I got this 5 waves, five down there, and then 3-wave correction, and then I thought that was it for the third wave. But then when I look at this, it's like, all right, they needed to come down. You need 5 waves, so that was like the 4th wave coming up, and then they shot it back down for the 5th wave. So to me now, this looks like the 3rd wave is in, and I'm expecting them, so if we zoom out, this is 1, I see 2. I believe the 3rd wave is now in, and now we should be getting a correction up for the fourth wave. And then I still think they're going to be coming back down to break this low of 4422. One more time, give you the final, this will be an ending diagonal. And then finally, natural gas will be in a prime position for a major up move. So, you know, depending on your risk tolerance, I mean, you can start, you know, building in a long position. You know, you could either play for a short-term bounce up, or you could just start building now. But that big up move is coming. It's just going to be a matter of how long do they want to kind of hang out here, and then one more down, and how far do they want to go. But I am definitely getting excited about natural gas, so keeping an eye on that. All right, that's what I've got. Let me know of any questions or comments. I hope everyone has a fun and safe new year, and I will see you in 2023. Goodbye, everyone.